Hi, Collective. It's Intuitive Pisces Moon. And today I want to bring you a message from your higher self, from your guides. I just want to pull a Celtic Cross spread and see what is a message that needs to come through at this time. So what I like about the Celtic Cross spread is it is 10 cards. Now I have a few decks that I'm going to use here. So if you want to fast forward this part, I'm just going to be shuffling and building the cross, and we'll get into the interpretations. So thank you all so much for being here. I do truly appreciate your time and energy exchange. All right, so let's get into the spread. So the present, which is the heart of the matter, is this pile. All right. So I'm seeing a lot of swords. So you may be encountering battles, conflicts, like a fight, a war even. So, but it's also relating to your work schedule with rest and relaxation. So it's saying to make plans and focus. So maybe there's something that needs to get done in your life. And right now it's just a thought. It's not a plan yet. So you are being called to actually write down a plan and to figure it out. So with this card, I like this because it's showing kind of a yin yang, which here it's like a night and a day. So if you are spending too much time sleeping and not enough time relaxing, you're being called to balance that out. Or vice versa. If you're spending too much time working and not enough time resting or relaxing, you're being called to balance the two. Even if that means putting a plan in place. Because what I'm seeing with this Five of Swords here, with this struggle, it looks a lot like this yin yang. So it's kind of like the two sides of you are fighting yourself. I don't necessarily see this as a fight externally. This to me looks like you are fighting yourself. That part I don't understand why we would fight ourselves. I mean, I guess I can. We have parts of ourselves that know what's best for us and know what things need to be done and when and why. But then we have another part of ourselves that doesn't like structure, wants to do their own thing, the rebel. So it's like that we all have, multiple facets to our beings. I love that about people. I do. You can't just go, oh, you're a Sagittarius, you must be this and fit in this box. There's so much involved with us as human beings that, you can't just say, oh, you're a nurse, you behave this way. You're a doctor, you behave this way. You're a trash man, you must always smell like garbage. I don't know. So there might also be a difference between the facade that you are putting out to the world versus the internal you. So that could be another internal struggle that you're dealing with at this time. You might want to pursue something, but don't feel that it is yet socially acceptable. So that could be your inner struggle. It could also be an external struggle. I mean, let's not throw that out the window just yet, because what is the old saying? It's not even an old saying. It's from like a meme or something. And it goes along the lines of people. All right, let me back up here. Sorry. It has to do with like customs and traditions. It's basically like people from beyond the grave are still telling you what to do. So While I am definitely not saying we should not embrace our traditions and customs and everything that comes with, our cultures and our religions and whatever else we believe in. But if it's not something you agree with or want to do with your life anymore, that could be something you're struggling with. Maybe your family still wants you to do a thing, whatever the thing is. Raise your family this way, get this type of job, live your life this way. But you kind of want something different. That's what I'm picking up with this. So if you are getting pressured from your ancestors, from your family, from your friends, whoever, social engagements, society in general, you are being called to do your own thing and to not let that pressure get to you. You've got to find that balance of what makes you happy, but also, I'm not saying you have to appease these other people, but there is a chance that, a happy way of things can be found. So, yeah, that's what I'm picking up with this. Okay, so that's the current present situation. Let's see what the challenge is. All right, so you have a choice to make. Trust your talents in changing times. Bless everyone and everything. The people that need blessing the most are the ones that push your buttons. Okay. Yeah, let's tie it back to the familial pressure. Some people might rebel in your life and make you choose something. Like maybe even give you an ultimatum. If you don't live your life this way, I'm leaving. Or you can't have this. I kind of call that conditional love. And gives me the heebie-jeebies, honestly. But I'm just reading the energy of the cards. So you have a talent in something. And you may have even recently lost your job or a position in life. And you're being called to go back and lean on those talents and make the choice that fulfills your heart. Okay? With the Lover's card, it's very much about heart energy. Okay? What makes you fulfilled? What is it you passionately love to do? You're being called to choose that. You have the talents. And yes, times are changing, so you may not have that reliable paycheck anymore, but you're being called now to go out and figure it out for yourself. And don't let other people sway you into getting into whatever it is they think you should do with your life, because your passions are calling out strongly to you from your heart and saying, I really, really want to do this. Okay? Now, I know growing up, I'll give you my example. I went to college for interior design. I did art and all that fun stuff in high school. I even worked at an art supply store. I was told that would never, ever make me a living. You cannot do anything with your life with that. Okay? That's why the store was actually called Starvin' Artist, because it's pretty true, isn't it? It's hard to make a living with art. So you have to get creative. And that's where a lot of it kind of stems from. Sure, maybe just making art won't make you a ton of money. But maybe that's not your desire. Maybe you just want to make art for the sake of making art. Because it's beautiful. Because it fulfills you. It makes you feel good. And if you can creatively find a way to make a living doing that, then choose that. And it doesn't matter what your friends, family, society, whoever thinks of it. Because it's not their life to live, it's yours. So that's your challenge. Your challenge is using your talents to move forward and make the choice that fulfills you and not someone else, not your family, not your friends, not anybody else. But, the fox is here saying, trust your talents. So whatever talents you have, trust it. And there is going to be people who might be the naysayers. They might speak negatively on your situation, and that's okay. Let them do that. because it's not their life to live. Are they paying your bills? Now, if they're paying your bills, they might have a little sway in how you live, but that's kind of where you're being called to creatively branch off and do something different. All right, let's get to this pile, which is the past or the root cause. All right. Shed old skin, the emperor. Raise your vibration and attract good into your life by consciously thinking thoughts of gratitude. Okay. Wow. So a few things come up for me with this. One, snakes. I love snakes. Beautiful creatures. They shed their skin when they know that it's no longer serving them. They outgrow it. Kind of reminds me of a rattlesnake. You can tell the age of a rattlesnake by how many rattles are on their tail. Okay? Now, I lived in Arizona for a while, so we got to see rattlesnakes all the time. But basically, if you see one with just, a lot of rattles, that means that's how many years old they are or something like that. But anyways, they just know when they've outgrown something and they shed their skin. So express gratitude while you're doing that. Because we need to repel negative vibrations, okay? Now, the emperor is about authority and maybe even a fatherly figure. So this could be something in our upbringing. Again, I'm going back to father, who may have, I'm not going to say hindered your progress, but it's your root cause, it's your upbringing. You may have had, I'm not going to say abusive because, take that if it resonates. But you may have had doors closed, options kind of nipped that never had a chance to grow. So again, here we were talking about trust your talents. There is a possibility that, again, kind of similar to my story with the artist, you'll never make money doing that. You can't do that. You may have been closed off to certain options. Okay, well, I'm not going to pay your tuition if you're going to go to that kind of college. You're not going to comedic college. You're going to college to be a doctor or a lawyer. I'm not paying for that. Again, these are just examples. This is just what I'm hearing. So part of the old belief system that is attached to you, your roots, the cause of why you kind of struggle making the choice, is something to do with an authoritative figure in your life. Now, it does not have to be a dad. It does not have to be a masculine. This could be a very masculine feminine. Somebody who's authoritative. And somebody who possibly restricted what you were allowed to do. I'm getting very strict. Like a strict parent or a strict somebody that was in your life. Could be aunt, uncle, whoever it was that kind of oversaw you. And even in this picture, there's a little boy here, with the dad, with the guns, like making it seem like I'm going to protect you against all this evil stuff out there. And as a kid, little kid you sitting there going, oh yeah, I don't need to be out there. That's scary. So you're being called right now to go back and look at whatever caused you to fear the unknown, but also fear kind of doing things outside of the box. Because that's where your talents lie. And you are ready to shed your old skin and say, you know what, that doesn't resonate with me anymore. I've grown, I've changed, I've evolved. I've shed my old skin time and time again. I'll continue to do so the more I change. So now you get to be this grown-up. And you get to be the authority in your own life and say what comes and goes, who can stay, who can leave, where you live, what kind of job you have, what you do with your money, what you do with your time, who you spend your time with. That's all your business. And you know what? Nobody else even needs to know about that. Okay. So that's good. Let's see what else we have. We're going to go to the recent past. So this is stuff that's happened more recently. All right, the law of attraction. If you feel strongly about something, the universe will give you more of that. Summer, bask in the joy and light. And Three of Cups. I love it. Okay. So recent past, we are in the summer where I am. And this is about celebrating summer. Going to parties, just kind of living it up. Fun and fancy free is like what I'm hearing. So it says if you feel strongly about something. So you're being called to feel strongly about something. Be passionate about something. If you want to be an event planner, I'm getting event planner because, again, summer and fun. And then they are getting married here. So maybe this is one of the things you want to be a beekeeper. Go do it. You have thought of something in the recent past that you want to attract in your life. What you need to focus on at this time is how to get it into your life. Call it in. Bring it. Ask the universe for more of that. That's what I do. When I see what they call a glimmer, so instead of something triggering you, something can bring you just immense peace and joy. It's called a glimmer. And it's kind of like the opposite of a trigger. But when I see those, I just pause and I bask in it. I bask in the joy and the light of that moment. And I ask the universe for more of that. That's the law of attraction. You know what? I love this right now. Give me more of this. I'll give you an example. I just was out on a lake watching fireworks. And I took so many pictures because it was just so amazing. Like, I love the way the lights of the boats all looked on the water. I love the way the fireworks looked on the water, the sun sparkling on the water. I just was in that moment, and I didn't even care what else was happening around me. I just was like, yes, more of this, please. Okay? So celebrate with yourself, with your friends, with your family, whatever it is. Do what brings you joy, and you'll attract more of that into your life. All right, let's get over to the outcome if nothing else changes. Ooh. Okay. So, all right, winter, take care of your needs. Who do you love? Hold a space for those you love when relationships can't be salvaged. And then the Eight of Swords. So this is feeling trapped, but it's your own thoughts. It's kind of like your own thought prison. So in the winter, you're going to be forced to kind of go into hermit mode, to hibernate, to take care of your needs. So if you're not taking care of your needs now, because this is like a mental prison right here, you're going to be forced to at some point. So that's kind of what the outcome is going to be if nothing changes. Now, hold space for those who you love in relationships when they can't be salvaged. This does not have to be a romantic relationship. Again, we are talking about father figure over here. There could be ancestors. There could be friends, whoever. There might be a time in the near future, and let's just, jump to winter because this is kind of the outcome if nothing changes, where you are being made to feel shitty. I don't know how else to word this. This is like a false trap. It's like you are not trapped, but you think you are. You're being made to feel that you are. And it could be your own self-sabotage. You could have put yourself in this cage, but because this is here, this could also be your loved ones making you feel that you are here. Like I can't branch out and do this creative thing because you're limited. You have no options. You're stuck. And if you are allowing this, that's the outcome. You're just going to feel like you are in a trapped space, like you have no other options. So it's up to you if you want to allow this outcome or make the changes along the way. So we kind of talked about the changes you can do along the way. But come wintertime, if you have not decided on your path and you have not taken care of your needs, guess what? Mental prison. You're going to be hibernating in this mental prison all winter. That's the message here. Now, what I want to say about the wolf is a great animal that can run solo as an alpha or run in a pack. So that part is your choice, whether you want to embrace a group of people. Embrace a group of people to help you on your journey, or you want to go solo and, be the alpha, the head of your own life. All right. We don't want mental prisons, even if they're self-inflicted. Okay, let's look at the path to the future. Be the dog. Are you feeling a bit unpopular with your friends or family? The White Witch. Be the light. And the King of Swords. Okay. Interesting combination here. So with the feeling of being unpopular, that's the path to the future. You may have to make some decisions in your life that are the unpopular choice or opinion. But you have to stand up for yourself and be the light. That may even mean cutting people off. So with the King of Swords, it is a masculine energy. He is more mental and intelligent than he is heart. So what I'm seeing with this, again, going back to this kind of authority figure, the King of Swords can be an authority figure too, but he's more cold and calculated with his choices and what he does. So I'm going to put these down for a second because this King of Swords has two guns making kind of an X. And that's what I'm seeing. The Emperor has the same kind of motion, like, nope, I'm blocking something. So that might have to be what you do. And it might be the unpopular opinion. Maybe you do come out as a witch. I'm getting that too. Maybe some people have been practicing, but don't really go around talking, especially to their family or friends, about it. So maybe nobody knows that's what you do. And the unpopular feeling might be, I'm going to tell my family I'm a witch. It's calculated, it's cold, but I got to be me. I got to be me. I got to be me. So that is that is your path to the future, okay? There's your answer right there. Be the light. You might have to make some unpopular choices, and you might have to cut some people off. Be more cold and calculated with your decisions, okay? Don't make emotional decisions. So again, if somebody comes up to you and doesn't want you to come out of the closet as a witch, or doesn't want you to do something creative with your life, but you love this person. Let's just say it's your mom. Your mom disagrees with what you're doing. You got to be like, you know what, Mom? It's my life. I got to do this. I don't know why it's taking me to Cyndi Lauper. Girls just want to have fun. Like she says, oh, daddy dear, you're still number one, but girls just want to have fun. So she's basically telling her dad, I still love you, Dad, but I got to go do me. All right? So whatever it is that you need to do that's making you you and make you feel that you're doing something for yourself and not for other people, that's what you're being called to do. All right, let's get to this pile, which is more about you. More about you, the collective. All right, the banishing ritual. Use this ritual to banish negative entities in or around your home. The Sun. Enjoy success and happiness. And the Two of Swords. Ooh, okay. So talking about banishing negative entities. Let's start with that. Here we have, a man with, again, the two weapons and a cross. I need to make a choice here. Oops, sorry. I need to make a choice here. And there's people pulling on your energy. Okay, in this case, they're zombies. And he even just chopped off that head with a chainsaw. All right, so that's what you're being called to do. Make a choice. Enjoy your success and your happiness, even if that means that you have to banish negative entities in or around your home. In or around your home to me means your family members, your immediate people who live in your home, but also any family outside of that or any friends that you may have. It's holding you back. This person's at a standstill. They can't move. They can't make a decision. They got the blindfold on. And you got people tugging on your energy. So you are being called to enjoy your success and happiness and to let go of that which is not serving you. That's crazy. I love that the sun's here, though, because, these two cards pretty much relate to each other, but then you have the sun right in the middle. The sun will always rise every day. And I'm also getting that you have a choice every day to choose differently. We always have a choice. This could also be summer. So we did see summer and winter. It is sunny more in the summer. Let's enjoy the sun and get rid of negative stuff in our life that's holding us back. Even if it's our favorite people, sometimes we got to do that. And that's a sad, hard thing to do, let me tell you. All right, let's get into more about the situation. So these might be external influences. All right, I love this. Tell them nothing. You don't owe anyone any personal information. This is so important because that's also where your power and privacy lies. All right? If you're not cutting these negative energies off, and in fact, you're telling them your secrets, that's like fuel. Fuel for the negativity. We have Mother Earth. Feel loved and comforted. And the 10 of Cups. Oh, God. All right, so feel loved and comforted. 10 of Cups is ultimate emotional fulfillment. Happy family, happy life. If you want this, you got to stop telling people what you're doing. You don't owe them any personal information. And if people keep asking, what are you doing with your life? Where are you going? What are you about to do? Who are you going to go see? Who are you talking to? You don't owe anybody anything. You don't. You are allowed to feel love and comforted and go to the beach and just be happy. There's my kitty. Hi, kitty. So if you want this life, and again, this is just one plutonic, I guess it's plutonic family. They're the standard. Mom, dad, 2 kids, boy and a girl. That's like the standard. I obviously know that there are so many options out there. However you fit into this puzzle piece here, okay? Whatever your family dynamic is. You may have a way larger extended family. Maybe it's just you, whatever your situation is. You deserve this. You deserve to be happy, to feel loved and comforted. And if what you're getting from these people around you are not offering that to you, then let them go. Not only that, but you don't even have to tell them that you're going. Just stop picking up the phone. Stop inviting them places. I learned this lesson too, and I'm sure you all will or have as well. When you stop making the effort with certain people, you kind of see who drops out of your life. You're going to still get these people who are like, "What you doing? What's going on over there? I haven't seen anything on social media. I have no idea what this person's up to." And it's like, "Good. I wanted it that way. I enjoy my privacy. You don't need to know nothing. And if I tell you something, then it means I trust you, because I'm not going around telling everybody everything." Okay. Let's get to the next pile, which is your hopes and your fears. All right. What are our collective hopes and fears? Feeling traumatized. Have you been going through a really tough year? Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information, and the King of Pentacles. All right, money troubles. Some of us have had a tough year and have experienced money troubles. I'm also getting something with your body. Tu cuerpo. You may have had some ailment or injury happen to you this year. But anyways, it's been a tough year. Okay? It's July, but it's been tough. So you're being called to again step in as that authoritative figure and to manage your money. You are good with money. You may have just gotten tripped up by something. Again, I did get like loss of a job or something previously. And you're being called to kind of take a more creative approach with your finances. Okay? Your money management. Now, also too with the healing. There might be something that you need to go get checked out. Let's just say hypothetically you've had, headaches, really bad headaches or stomach aches. And to you that you're like, well, it's not that bad. It comes and goes. Maybe it's only if I eat a certain type of food or if I drink a certain type of drink. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. You keep telling yourself that. But if you catch it early, maybe it won't be that bad. But if you let it go, it might get worse. So if there is something that you've been experiencing in your body that, you're kind of in the back of your mind wondering what it is, what's going on with it, just go to the doctor. I know there's so many people that are afraid of doctors, and I don't blame you. And if you don't want to go to a physical doctor, go to a holistic practitioner, okay? I myself I'm a master Reiki practitioner and can basically give you healing light. And it comes, from the divine. But intuitively, we can sense where on your body something is up. Now, that's not a substitution for an actual doctor. I'm going to throw that out there because I'm not going to sit here and claim to be a doctor. I am not. But I do use my intuition and the light and love of the divine to heal. So I've used it on animals, people, all kinds of stuff. Food. I put it in my jewelry. Everywhere, all over the place. So anyways, whatever it is that you've been wondering about, go get it checked out. That's what I have for that pile. And if it's your money situation, maybe you might need to get an expert for that too. So if your money situation is rough, maybe you need to get like an accountant or something like that, or even just get a program to help you, like QuickBooks. If you own a business, something like that, something to balance your checkbook every month, or your budget, whatever the situation is. But healing needs to occur. All right, let's get to the last pile, which is the final outcome. Oh, I love it. Okay. This is a wild card, and it says, expect something magical to happen soon. I love that. We have the eagle, see from a higher perspective, and temperance. Temperance is about patience. It's about balance. It's about taking the middle road and not going to any extreme. Alchemizing what you have. So seeing from a higher perspective, that's telling me that you are too much in the muck of something. Like you're down in the muck of like a swamp, and you need to be more like the eagle and come up and see the full picture, because you're only focusing on some little aspect of it. And again, it could be money. It could be something involving your health. There's some aspect of your life that you're too heavily focused on, and you need to kind of zoom out and see the bigger picture. But I love that this card came up as the last card, because something magical is going to happen soon. This is the wild card. So as long as you take a balanced approach and see things from a higher perspective, like, it's going to be great. So let's go to the higher perspective and kind of relate it to what we were talking about earlier. So let's just say you do have to kind of change jobs or go towards what makes you passionate and disconnect from certain individuals. When you are looking at something from like a smaller lens, you know, close-up perspective, you may only see that one little problem with that one individual or that group of people, and it kind of terrifies you, and it's leaving you like this, feeling trapped. But if you get up high over the whole situation, you'll see that there's a lot of moving parts and a lot of things that even the universe orchestrates on your behalf that you maybe cannot see. Okay? So you are being called to look at things from a higher perspective and to see maybe even what those people's perspectives are, or, you know, who you're going to become. You know, you already are the person, but and that actually reminds me of what brought me to do this reading in the first place. I heard Mufasa saying, "Remember who you are." Sorry if that is such a bad... I cannot do James Earl Jones. So you're being called to go back to whatever point in your life, and this could even be past lives. You know, we all bring our lessons and our talents into each new lifetime. So if there's something that you just happen to be naturally good at, likely it's something that you did already and you mastered already. So remember who you are. Now, in the movie, he's like, you are a king and the sole heir. And he ran away as a kid because he thought he killed his dad. And plus the hyenas and, you know, his nasty uncle chased him out. But this is kind of what it feels like we're at here. It feels like we're at the point of we're being almost scared in a certain direction to make us feel like this is our only option and this is our only choice. This is a fear-based mentality. You are a limitless being. You have every opportunity to make this happy place for yourself. It's all in the choices that you make in your life and who you allow to sway you in any direction or another. Okay? If somebody is trying to sway you in a direction, I'm not going to say that it's 100% of the time, but 9 times out of 10, they have their own agenda. So be careful of that. There are legitimately people out there who do want to see you succeed and do want to see your highest and best outcome. So what you can do when you are doing your affirmations while you're transitioning here is to ask for your highest and greatest outcome and to allow whoever is in your life to fall away because they're not helping you in your progress. In fact, they're likely hindering it. Okay, so that is the Celtic Cross spread. Okay, we got pretty deep into some stuff here. I now want to jump into my Archangel Michael Sword of Light deck and just kind of pull some additional ones to throw on top of this. And I'm not going to go for each question. I'm just going to generally pull them out. What advice do you have, Archangel Michael, for this spread and for the collective at this time? What is it that we most need to know about remembering who we are? All right, that one wants to come out. Step into the spotlight. You have a message that the world needs to hear, and it's time to share your wisdom. Okay, I'm going to talk about this because it's important. Some of these people that do want to hold you back see this. You may not even see it in yourself, but they see it. There's a saying out there about you're so scared of failing, but there are so many other people out there who are scared of your potential. So don't move forward in fear like it's not going to work out, because again, you're attracting that. You don't want to call that in. Say, I have a message that the world needs to hear. And I'm ready to go out and share my talents, my gifts with the world. And in the meantime, I'm going to be compensated for it. You know, you have to kind of make an agreement with the universe. What is it that you want? Tell them what you're willing to give and what you would like in return. I want to paint murals, and in return, I would like to make at least X amount of dollars per year, or whatever your fee is. All right, what else do we have? Archangel Michael, what else do we have for the collective? Open up to your spiritual gifts. Remember that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. All right, so pay attention to the signs. Meditation needs to be big in your life right now. So if you either used to meditate and don't anymore, or just don't in general, it's time to go back to that. That's when your ancestors and spirit guides and source and everybody else, guardian angels, archangels, that they're going to talk to you. Yes, they're going to give you signs. They're going to show you, repeating numbers and that sort of thing. But if you want to hear actual words of wisdom from them, meditation will be a great place to start with that. And if, the other thing I was getting, where was it, this one? Yes, to banish negative entities in or around your home. If you have a home that is full of negative energy and you can't meditate, either you're going to cut them off, or you're going to have to cut yourself off. Go somewhere else. Like, leave the situation. Is this my home? Do I have to stay here? Can I go to the park real quick and go meditate? Or do it when everybody else is sleeping? I mean, there's so many ways kind of around that. Definitely not advocating that you stay in a house that's full of negative energy. I don't recommend that. But, I also understand that life is life and we all got to do what we got to do. So make the choice that's best for you, and you only. Only you know what's best for you. No one else can tell you that. So that's part of the, stop looking for external validation of your choices. It's a choice that only you and your guides can make together. You guys all know what's best for you. These other people, these negative energies, they don't. Embrace your life purpose. I am guiding you towards your divine life purpose. Whatever makes your heart joyful is what you're meant to be doing. Yep, I did say that. So that's kind of the talents that we were getting at. So you have some untapped talent. Maybe it was something you did as a kid or early adulthood, and you loved doing it, but then again, kind of life got in the way, and maybe you were told you can't make a job out of that. But that might be your life purpose. That might be what you're being called to do right now. So with this one, this could be like a motivational speaker, life coach, something in the way of speaking, okay, using your voice. So that would be like opening up your throat chakra. This right here is about having passion for doing something. What makes your heart joyful? That's what you need to go back and think about. All right, what else here? This is a blessing in disguise. Be patient and have faith that your angels have this situation under control. What will come is far better than you dared to dream. I love it. All right, what else? Make a decision. Yep, we had the, where is it? Two of Swords, right here. Make a decision. Are you choosing to prioritize yourself or another in this situation? Accept divine guidance pointing you towards your own joy. You deserve it. All right. Anything else to go with this? Anything else? It's almost over. Your current challenges will soon be resolved, and you will be able to look to the future with a smile. All right. So 11 o'clock. The 11th hour. Does that mean anything to any of you? It's basically like, yep, one more hour left in the clock, and then that's it. Day's over. It's midnight. So it's the 11th hour, and it's almost over. I love that that came out because, again, some of us kind of get stuck in this energy, and we start to lose hope that something's even going to happen. It's like I read all these cards all the time, and I'm like, oh, do this, and this is coming, and don't you worry, everything's going to work out fine. And then, our human selves, we start to get a little impatient when it doesn't show up yet. And you're like, well, what is taking so long? It's teaching us patience. And look, this is what's on the bottom of the deck. Stay the course. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. I love that. Because to me, that tells me that, again, maybe there was a choice that we had to make, and either we couldn't make it, it was too difficult for us, or maybe we tried to make it. We kind of tested the waters and said, I'm going to tell this person, whatever it is, my family member or my friend, and it was not received well. So you're like, okay, if it's not received well, I need to go back to the drawing board and think of something different. You're trying to kind of accommodate both what you love and what's also going to, we'll say, appease your family and friends and whoever else. If that cannot be done, then the choice has to be you every time. If you bend and flex to other people all the time, then I don't know how to word this. It's one of those situations where you're not living authentically. You're not living for you. You're living for someone else. So just be careful of that. You can find a healthy balance of the two. Still get your 10 of Cups, your happy beach, while doing what you love and while making money. It can be done. I don't want to hear that, people are telling me I can't do it. There's things that I'm trying to pursue in my own life that I've also been told by people I respect, no less, that what I want to do can't be done. I've heard it. And part of me wants to say, oh, okay, I really respect this person. I trust what they're saying. Maybe they tried to do it and it couldn't be done. But again, that is their level of perception and their level of experience. That does not mean it's going to work out the same way for you. And how would you ever even know if you don't try? So some of the things that I've been told, again, nope, I wouldn't recommend that. I don't think that's going to work out for you. I just go, yeah, okay. And take the opinion of others with a grain of salt. But deep down, know that you are a limitless being and that you can create and do whatever it is that you want to do in your life. And that while others may want to interject, it's not their place. You can just politely say thank you for the comment or thank you for the advice and go on with your life and live it the way you were going to live it anyways. Okay? You're the one that's got to wake up every day in your own life. Not these other people. They have their own choices that they made. And again, maybe they tried to do something that you're trying to do and it didn't work out for them. But maybe it will for you. I'm going to tell you that could create like jealousy and stuff like that, envy, whatever. But at the same time, you're doing it differently. Okay, maybe you have a different mindset. Maybe you've healed all your emotional trauma from your childhood and your ancestors and past life karma and all that fun stuff. But the people who are telling you you can't do it didn't do that step. That makes all the difference in the world, let me tell you. Okay, with the law of attraction, if you're calling in help to help you do what you're doing, maybe they are kind of stuck in their head and have to do everything themselves because everybody else is useless. I've heard that before. I do have people in my life who, say things like that. I have to do everything myself because everybody else around me is useless, which to me says that there's some kind of wound about I can't rely on others because if I do give them a task, they can't complete it. So I feel like I have to do it myself. So you have the choice. And again, we got that with the wolf card, wherever the wolf card ended up. With the wolf card, you have the choice to either tackle it yourself or to run in a pack and enlist people to help you get to where it is you're trying to go. Okay? But just make sure that at the end of the day, that the choice is yours. You're the one that's leading yourself in the direction that you want to go. All right? Okay, that is the message for today. So, beautiful message, and we kind of see what's tripping us up along the way and what we can do to fix it. And also that, it's almost over. So, keep going. Keep going. That's what I'm going to tell you. That's what Spirit wants you to know. It's almost over. Keep going. Stay the course. You're not on the wrong path. You don't have to worry. All right. So make sure you fill your own cup up with love before you try to fill up someone else's. Make sure you go within so you never go without. And keep in mind that I'm a beacon of light here to help guide you through the darkness. I thank you all so much for being here and for your time and energy exchange. I wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and as always, love. Thank you so much again for being here. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.